Hi, everyone. This is Sean from Roxxem, and today I'm here to talk to you about how to use the Roxxem Editor. For those of you who are unfamiliar, the Roxxem Editor is a feature in Roxxem that enables teachers to add any song that they'd like in a matter of minutes and be able to upload the song, create along with all of the games, activities, slides, and worksheets, and for you to choose whatever song that you'd like and be able to upload it for other teachers to be able to see. In this video, I'll quickly walk through 7 steps. These 7 easy steps will enable you to add any song to Roxxem. As a word of warning, it does take a little bit of practice, a little bit of time to kind of look through, how these guidelines work. But I'm excited to get you started and excited to have you uploading your own music. So the very first step is to start at editor.roxxem.com and be able to actually search for your song in the editor. So what we'll do here today is start at editor.com at roxxem.com. Another way that you can start is just on that main Roxxem app and click this editor button and browse the song that you're looking for. So today we're going to be working on this song, Whatever Dad. This is a French song. So we'll click that, give it a search. And if it's not there, 0 total results, what we'll do is go to new song. And from there, you can actually just click the YouTube link, upload the YouTube link there, and then review the song title, the artist, and then the language. So the language is in French. Whatever Dad is the artist, and the song title is Death of a Phone Call. Great. So I will click create song. The next step here, we talked about confirming the artist, language, and the title. The next step is to add the lyrics. So oftentimes with these YouTube videos, they will autofill with some of the lyrics if they are included in the YouTube video. I will say most of the time, probably around 80% of the time, you'll just have to manually enter them in. So whether it's a manual transcription of the song, or in this case, they actually share kind of the lyrics in the YouTube video itself, feel free to paste those in. The main thing to keep in mind here is just to make sure that there's no gaps. So let's get rid of each of these gaps. What you'll see in the next step is that each line will be a line for you to timestamp. And so we just want to make sure that all of those lines are filled. So once that looks good, we'll go ahead and click Add Lyrics. So this next step, we're already on step 4, is probably the hardest step in this whole process, but it is the syncing of the lyrics to the actual music. So what we're looking to do in this step is actually set the start time and the end time for each of the lines, and being able to sync it so that each line has its own start and end time that you can play back. This is an absolutely critical element of all of our games, all of our lessons. And so a high level of accuracy is super critical here. I'll quickly walk through the easiest way for you to do it, and then I'll give you some pro tips later on. So the easiest way that you can do it is just by using these sync lyric times to automate kind of the ties. So what you'll see, I'll play the song. So actually, I'm unsure if you're able to hear the song, but essentially what I'll do is I will press this button right before this lyric starts. And then in between this lyric and this lyric, I will press this next sync lyric time, and that will tie the stop time with the start time. Okay, so I missed that a little bit. So give it a shot one more time. So I'll take a quick pause there. So what I am essentially doing is through this sync lyric that will tie the stop time with the start time of the lyric that you're actually on. It's basically, you can go through the whole thing just by clicking the start, the sync lyric time. And it's a really fast way to be able to go through the song. There will be moments, of course, where there's long gaps in the lyrics or the singing and there's no words. In those instances, that will require probably a manual kind of change in the start time or the stop time. But for the most part, this syncing time will um, be able to get through 80–90% of the song. What's really critical also is being able to review each line with this play this lyric only button. This will play the line for you. And it's just really important that no parts of the lyric before or after or from the previous line or the subsequent line bleed into this lyric itself. So I'll quickly finish this up. I think the other thing that I'll mention is that you're able to use the plus and minus signs to fine tune the timestamps. So this is awesome where if you see how the stop time and the start time are linked, what you're able to do is if you press add 0.1 seconds, this will actually change both of these. So the lyrics are actually linked. So say, for example, this lyric is slightly bleeding into this one, so we want to push the start time of this lyric by 0.1 seconds. You can just press that, and that will automatically align it to that as well. Other things I will mention is for a very fast song is to slow down the playback speed, or if it's for a song that you aren't that familiar with. You can just go to this cog button and change the playback speed. That's a super useful one, especially for like fast rap songs. And then hotkeys. This is probably a lot to take in as a first timer, so I won't go through all of it in super detail, but I can do the whole song with just the hotkeys A, S, D, and P. A changes the start time to where you are in the song. D changes the stop time to where you are in the song. And then S allows you to tie the stop time to the start time of the next line. And then P just plays that line for you. So there's a whole host of shortcuts. Again, won't go into each of them, but those are the main ones that I use. And I'm able to knock out a song just with those 4 hotkeys. So I'll finish this song out. All right, I am done. I will we typically want to get rid of any periods, commas that lead into the next line. So I'll do a little bit of cleanup there. So yeah, this is the most manual part of this process, but once you're past this, it gets easier. So we will save, and that is the syncing of the lyrics to the song. So this next part is the identification of keywords and phrases. So what you'll do in this next portion is really be able to combine individual words into chunks of words or phrases or things that we want to teach as language teachers. So the AI suggested word segments will already create some already, but in essence, what we need to do is review and group some words together. And the words that we want to group together are first, words that change meaning when combined. So just as an example, right, tengo hambre literally translates to I am hungry, or I have hunger, I'm sorry. But it sounds a little awkward in Spanish or in English. So that would translate to I'm hungry. So lots of examples of this where individual words when combined mean something different than those individual words separated. We'll have common phrases, au revoir, negative commands. Oftentimes the reason we want to do negative commands or like the imperative tense is because the conjugation is different. And so combining it makes sense to be able to teach your students. And then idioms and common phrases, throw in the towel, different phrases like that, where they're frequently said, and we kind of want to teach it as a combination of words rather than each individual word itself. And then last, we'd want to remove certain word segments, so noises, so things that we don't want to teach our students, right? So, or don't have any kind of educational purpose. Noises, the ahs, the ehs, the a's, entire lines that are in different languages. Some songs will just have entire, like a chorus that's in English, for example. We don't need to teach in French class English words. And then any kind of words in parentheses that are kind of like echoes in the background or someone else besides the main singer who's actually singing. So we're at this word segment stage. To combine or to create a word segment, all you have to do is click into it, delete the comma, and then put a space, and you're all good. You'll see how these word segments get combined as we're doing it now. And then, yeah, examples of things that have already been chunked by AI. I think this was a pretty short, like straightforward song. So here's one we want to delete. There's no kind of educational value in that. But for the most part, just do a very quick review. See if any of those things are classified and make those changes. And of course, don't change the lyric itself, just the draft word segments row there. And we'll go ahead and press save. All right, so we are into our last two steps. The next step is to review the song details. So the song will auto-generate some descriptions, release year, genres, and tags. Just check them for accuracy and adjust them as needed. So that's a pretty quick one. Great. So we'll go through, just do a quick review. A lot of this will be populated. We'll do add song info. And then this last step, the song has now been created. What we want to do is go to edit songs to double check for translations. And then we want to go to edit words to review just word segment definitions. So I think with this secondary review of the word segment definitions, most of the word segments will come in properly and the definitions will be coming in properly. But when there's slang, certain proper nouns or like non-native words, so like French Creole, for example, some of these definitions could be wrong. So it's good to just do a very quick spot check to make sure that while your students are using the song, everything is looking proper. So we are at the edit song stage. So what you can do here is just go through each of the English translations are there now. To actually edit any kind of changes, just go to the pencil and then you can change the translation. Of course, press save once complete and just do a very quick review of that. And then go to edit words and yeah, you can gloss over each of these. But again, it's really just the focus on those non-native words, slang, proper nouns, regular kind of words in the target language will come through definitionally. So just do a quick spot check for those elements that may have a incorrect definition. So once you've done that, you are all set. The song is created. You can play it on Roxxem here. We'll click that button and you'll see all of the games work, the music videos there. Let's see, let's go to slides and handouts. All of that will be functioning as well. And you're good to go. So thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, excited to see what songs you guys are able to upload.